This is Jazz, and you're watching Jazz's Rockin Roadshow. I am here at the Pennsylvania Abandoned Turnpike, just outside of Breezewood. It is like 13 miles of abandoned, graffitied, zombified goodness that you can ride a bike on or walk if you're brave enough, I guess. But yeah, so check it out. On this episode, we have my good friends in the band Black Ridge. So let's check out a song from Black Ridge on Jazz's Rockin Roadshow.
Black Ridge!
I am here at the beginning of the old abandoned Pennsylvania Turnpike just outside of Breezewood, Pennsylvania. And this is an area I've wanted to ride for quite some time, and I figured why not do a Jazz's Rockin Roadshow episode on it, right? It's 17 miles of turnpike that when they decided to expand, so what they did, they had the tunnel that went under the mountain was a one lane both directions, and it kind of created a bottleneck. And whenever they decided to fix the turnpike, instead of making that wider, they went up over the mountain. So there's a 17-mile stretch of turnpike that was abandoned, and I've always wanted to ride my bike on it. So that's what we're going to do today on Jazz's Rockin Roadshow. Well, here it is, the abandoned turnpike in all of its graffiti wonderfulness. I haven't gotten very far, but look at that. An ominous warning. Turn around. Or maybe it says ton around. Not quite sure. But we're going to keep going. Well, how about this? Apparently they don't want you going through there, but conveniently for me, my bike will fit right through that. So I think we're good to go. In the meantime, while I finagle my bike through this do not enter area, let's check out some Black Ridge.
Mr. Lassett, when you're ready to go to work, work in the morning from my work in town. I hang my head low, no my day will be long. Work 14 hours, work these fingers to the bone. It took it no easy cause you won't work it home. You don't ever win, I'm always gonna lose. I do the same tomorrow, not the you call up me. So much to still do, no time to take a lunch. I gotta get the job done, don't want my boss to holler. Tell you that it's killing me to be blue collar. You know never win, I'm always gonna lose. I'll do this and tomorrow, not the blue collar blues. Joey Connor, go to work. Gotta do to put food on the table. Put my nose on the grind, so big back
So this has been referred to as the most apocalyptic trail, bike trail, hiking trail in Western Pennsylvania, or in Pennsylvania in general. And I kind of don't necessarily disagree with that, because it's very Mad Max feeling. Really cool though. I'm surprised it isn't in as good a shape as it's in for being abandoned as long as it's been abandoned. And I want to say it was like the late 1960s that they just let this go and it became nothing. This is kind of neat. Maybe a little spooky. I did bring my axe for the tunnels because I figure if there's anywhere there's going to be a chance of a zombie apocalypse, it's here. Lots of graffiti. It's kind of cool to see all the graffiti on the road. We're going to be coming up on the first tunnel, which I think is about a little more than half a mile long. But I do have some lights on my helmet and on my bike, so we should be fine. I mean, if there was ever a chance of a zombie apocalypse and zombies and all that nonsense, I'm willing to bet they would be living in here. We are almost to the tunnel. Check it out. I don't know if you can see it behind me, but like right in the middle, you can kind of see the other side, the light, but it goes down the hill, I guess. So you can only see a little sliver. And it looks really freaky, but kind of cool. Let's go explore before we go through it. Dun, 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 dun. The craziest thing about this, aside from the fact that I'm by myself, well, it's all just crazy, I guess. Check it out. It is so dark in there. You can feel the cold air coming out from it too. Let's go see what's in here. Maybe I'll find a body or something. Oh, the echo. Oh yeah. If somebody jumped out at me right now, I'd probably have a heart attack. Yeah, seriously. I don't really dig places like this. Oh yeah. There's nothing good about this by myself. Really? Now I gotta climb up this. I don't know if you can see this or not. Oh yeah, that's safe. Oh jeez. Wow. Okay. Keep in mind, I'm only holding on with one hand because I gotta shoot this damn video for y'all. Oh yeah. Nothing about this is safe or fun. What is up here? Huh. Whew. Yeah. Nothing but me and a lot of tetanus possibilities up here. Oh, jeez. Somewhere there's either going to be a junkie, a zombie, or a dead body. I might be able to handle one, but not all three. No entry. Okay. That's freaky, because I just heard stuff. Okay, that's probably pigeons. Wow. How cool is that? Yeah. Okay. The heck's in there? I don't even want to know. Wow. Okay. I'm done. I've heard enough pigeons or something, and it's freaking me out, and I'm leaving. Here is some music from my friends in Black Ridge as I get the heck out of here.
This next song, ladies and gentlemen, this is a Black Ridge original. This song appropriately titled Sweat. Nice.
Oh yeah. Ooh, that was a heck of a step. Whew. Scary places. I don't like scary places. No. I'm done. Outside. Yay. Dang. The echo in the tunnel is crazy. All right. Time to go on through the tunnel, I guess. Yay. Let's see if this light is bright enough that I'm wearing. If not, I got another one. Here we go. I don't think this light's bright enough. Wow. Ouch. I am happy to be through that. That was very apocalyptic. Pretty cool. Freaky a little bit. Here's a musical performance from Black Ridge.
This is a Black Ridge original. This song is called New Day.
Well, I climbed the mountain and I sailed the sea. I loved the
ladies and gentlemen. All right, now on to the final verse. Here we go. I love life, I'm in love with living. Things may not always go as planned, but hey, that's a lot for giving. Faces and smile, one challenge at a time. As you go, it's good to know you don't need a reason to rhyme. It's a new day. My friends, come on, it's a new day. Oh yeah, come on, it's a new day. My friends, come on, it's a new day. Oh yeah, come on. It's a brand new day. Yeah, 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 yeah.
There is not a soul around out here. You know, something happened to me. Nobody would know. Yikes. So I think originally I said that this was 17 miles, and then I got thinking about it, and I'm gonna have to check this when I get back, but I think it's actually 13 miles of abandoned highway. Why they haven't shot a million movies here, or maybe they have, I don't know. This is a bumpy road, since it's not maintained, obviously. Every once in a while I gotta check behind me, make sure there's no zombies following me. I think I lost him. Well, this is freaking me out because I'm not really pedaling, and I've been doing between 12 and 16 miles per hour, which means on the way back I'm going to be pedaling. Uphill. Oh well. Enjoy it while you can, right? At least it's not like when I was out in New Mexico and California pedaling up over the mountains. Plus, there's no cars here. That's a plus. How does this get bad? The bike is bouncing up and down. So I find it interesting, for about the first 5 miles of riding, I was on that side of the highway, and it was relatively good compared to this side. But now, things have changed, and this side is actually pretty nice. Crazy. I'm going up a hill. So I'm going up a hill now, so it's a little slower moving than it was. This is probably how it'll be when I go back. I like all the warnings graffitied. Not safe. The middle finger. Things that make me go, I suppose I'll keep going. Coming up on another tunnel. Yay. More zombies. I swear this looks just like the tunnel I went through. I mean, it's identical. I think I'm just doing circles. Could be. I cannot see light at the end of this tunnel. I'm not sure about this one. I can hear water. So once again, I find myself asking, why do I do this crazy stuff for this show? I don't know. But I guess it's about time for me to go through the tunnel. This tunnel here is 1.3 miles, which is why you can't see the other side of it. It's pretty crazy though, I like it. I have to go up there someday. Up there, but not today. All right, here we go. Shooting video with the phone because the phone is much better in low light than my cameras. There's still a bunch of graffiti all throughout here. I can start to see a little bit of the light at the end of the tunnel. 1.3 miles, ouch. Should probably watch where I'm going. Surprisingly, as I say that, so I was going to say surprisingly, the ground's pretty good. Well, I'm walking through the tunnel at the moment with my phone, heading towards those blinking lights. Every once in a while I play around with a drone and I crashed it. But it looks like it's in one piece. Yay. Well, I made it through that tunnel. A mile and a half on a bike with this little light up here. Probably still on. I didn't turn it off, I don't think. But I think I only got about a mile left of the abandoned turnpike, and then I get to turn around and go through the tunnel again. Exciting. Exciting. This is never a good thing when you're riding and there goes your phone. And I literally just replaced this screen like 2 days ago. Oh well. My own fault. My own fault. It looks like we're at the end of the abandoned turnpike. Which is kind of crazy because I think I read it was 17 miles and then I saw that it was 13 miles. But according to my odometer, it was 8.19 miles. Interesting. Unless, of course, this isn't the end. Huh. Well, it looks like I made it to the end of the abandoned Pennsylvania Turnpike. Except for, looks like there's a little trail there. So I'm going to leave my bike for a moment, which is something I very rarely do. And I'm going to walk up here just to see what's on the other side of this hill. Aha. Well, I would say it's safe to assume that this is the end of the abandoned Pennsylvania Turnpike. That was a cool ride.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have 2 more songs left. If you look over here, we have AJ. He is the 8th member of Black Ridge. We have merchandise. We have t-shirts, stickers. We have Black Ridge hot sauce. If anybody wants any, this song is called Raw Power. I think a few is blown out. We might be on fire. All systems are pushed to the limit, and electric wire. The energy is flowing like wine.
Hey, I am with my good friends in the one and only Black Ridge. These guys just rocked the house here tonight. I wanted to have them in the studio and record them there, but there's no way I could fit these 7 guys. There's a 7th. He's on his way. Come on.
I couldn't find Cody.
Hey,
I don't know where he is.
he's right here.
It's always interesting with 7 guys.
Yeah.
He gave me this, though.
So,
We're live, Mike.
so we had to have them here at the show they just did for Rock for Life Penn Brewery,
Yes, absolutely. The most important shows that we do, Rock for Life.
right? And this guy means it. Look at that. Rock and roll. He's got it carved in his chest.
And
You can,
show me Rock for Life.
yeah, right there.
Yeah.
You guys, I've seen you guys a million times. I've played in shows with you guys. I've never, ever not seen you deliver. How do you guys do it consistently? I love you guys. Like, seriously, your shows are so...
Well, for
just
them,
killer.
I can't speak for them, but for me, I'm musically an idiot. I don't know an A from a D from a G from an E. So if I don't perform at that level, boom, adios, Paul. So I have to do it. My job is on the line. My
Right.
job is on the line.
think
so.
that anyway, you know.
Exactly.
I think we all have Stockholm syndrome, pretty much. We've all just learned to, like, you know, if somebody's off, you know, we can kind of yell at each other, and we just take it.
We can all take criticism, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I got to say, too, you guys are a working band in the truest sense of the word. You guys played last night somewhere.
I believe this month we had 10 gigs in August. I believe we
exactly.
played 10 times. Yeah, we
That
played
is
last
awesome.
night. So
Listen,
He's so
Pittsburgh
busy, doesn't know
bands,
what month it is.
take a lesson from these guys. Network and get out there and play. These guys played in Nashville. I saw the pictures and video. It wasn't enough for them to just play in the club. They took it to the streets, too. Tell me about that.
Absolutely. That was at Rippy's, right?
yeah.
And what was awesome is there was Ric Flair's final match was down in Nashville then, right? So the town was full, and there's people everywhere. And so we went out in the street. I saw a camera guy. I yanked him into the bar. Paul's out on the street doing like
It's happening to Ric
curly
Flair's son,
shuffle.
right?
Yeah. So that was awesome. And then last year we went to New York and we recorded a vinyl, and we got to literally watch the vinyl being cut as we were
That's
recording.
sweet.
And then just last week we played at Acrisure Stadium. We opened up for the Clarks. It's been a amazing ride that we've been on thus far. So
Yeah, well, I'm so happy you guys are on the show, and you know, I want to ask you, like, because I've seen your shows, what's the wildest memory that you have? Like, what's just something you just didn't expect, and there it was.
Okay, you said didn't expect. Okay, just a
Hang
few
on.
weeks ago.
What's your wildest PG memory?
This is PG. This is PG.
We can go a little hard. if you
Just
want.
a few weeks ago, we were playing a gig in Ohio. We were in Fairport Harbor, Ohio, and we were doing a song, and I picked the crowd against each other. You know, split them down
Right.
the middle, have them do the singing thing, everything, right? And so the right side absolutely had demolished the left side, right? And so as I was about to say, all right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to continue singing, I feel this tap on my shoulder, and this guy comes up and he's like, I says, what's that, buddy? He says, I want to give the left side redemption. And I said, what? He says, I want to give the left side redemption. So I look up at the guys on stage and I says, okay, you're right. And it's when I said, okay, that dude yanked my microphone out of my hand and just started running around the crowd very drunkenly. Oh, yeah, I'm coming, right? And he's going so much, I didn't know if I was going to get my microphone back. So I had to run up on stage and I had to steal Tony's microphone to finish the song because this guy's just out there we had no idea what was going on. It was absolutely wild. That just happened. That's one of my most insane things that has happened thus far.
You
So.
also sang "Here We Go Steelers."
Yeah, oh yeah.
in Ohio.
We're like 20 miles away from Cleveland, so I definitely tried to do "Here We Go Steelers." So.
We're gonna get stabbed.
One of my proudest moments as a frontman.
Yeah. Well, listen, we love Cleveland, but this is a 412 show, so these guys are safe here. So what is next? I mean, you guys are riding a high, playing all these shows, getting crowds crazy. What's next?
Taking a break.
Taking a break. You're the first band I've ever had say that, because most of them are like, oh, we're going to do another album and keep playing shows. You guys are like,
Well,
screw that, we're taking a break.
Next month we call that our off season. Yeah.
But our break is doing original music. That's when we're going to come out with new originals first, new covers and everything. So.
All right.
Trying to have a different show for next year. We don't want to just be playing the same show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's an easy rut to get into, because you find out what works, and then you want to do that constantly. And after a while, it's like we gotta put some new stuff in there.
Hey, we found something out that works this year, and we hope
that?
we're not going to give away the secret, but we have officially licensed Black Ridge hot sauce. Boy,
Yes.
oh boy.
It's amazing.
Look, I did not pay her to say that much.
Yeah.
But
I'll meet you in the parking lot with the money.
so we have Black Ridge hot sauce, and it's pretty good. And we never thought that it's awesome.
That's a thing.
So, yeah.
That's awesome.
He suggested it, and so that's why he makes the big bucks.
I'm gonna steal that idea from my band. You saw it here first. Guys, thank you so much for being on my show. Let's do it again sometime. Let's play some shows.
Awesome.
These guys keep Pittsburgh music happening.
Support local music.
Yes. Buy their CDs and then stream their music, but buy the CDs, buy a shirt, and do all that kind of stuff.
www.blackridgeofficial.com. That has links to all of our social media. You can find our music. It's everywhere that music is available streaming. You can find merchandise. You can find when and where we're playing. And if you see us and you take any pictures or videos, please share it with us. Please tag us. Thank you so very much.
Woohoo! Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys. Woo!
Thank you, Jazz.
Thank you. I love y'all. Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Jazz's Rockin' Roadshow. We'll see you next time. Bye.